Here's your forecast from the First Alert Weather Team.
Just about 5:12 and a summery weather pattern took us through the weekend. And we're just going to carry through the week with that. So here's a case in point. We'll say almost as hot as the weekend days. ILM Airport, for example, hitting 93 on Saturday. We'll be in a neighborhood, maybe on the just slightly lower side of that, but easy to break a sweat. The breezes will be stirring out of the southwest and cranking at times. And notice that sunrise in the bottom of this hour. Some of the earliest sunrises of the calendar year happening in this part of June. And so here's a closer look at not only temps, but what it feels like with the humidity. The heat index going well into the 90s, apart from any isolated storms. And I want to alert you to the idea that some of these storms, to the extent they pop up this afternoon, may be able to last into the evening and overnight hours, at least in a scattered sense. Let's get you to the beach today, if you can do that on a Monday. Upper 80s in the air, middle and upper 80s in the surf, with a low to moderate risk of rip currents favored for our south-facing beaches, namely the Brunswick Islands, but not exclusively, right? Let's get you to the tides for today, and we got a morning cycle in the bottom of next hour for east and south-facing beaches. A little closer to 9 o'clock for Battleship Park, and offshore, a small craft advisory is in effect from our friends at the National Weather Service because of primarily or chiefly the strong southwesterlies. So I want you to know that. Already the southwesterlies moving the flag around outside Vineland Station on your Easy Pro Express First Alert Skycam from Whiteville. A couple of puddles to step around as you get going on this sweaty and steamy morning coming off a hot and stormy summery weekend overall. We got stats like this from ILM Airport as we gaze from the Murchison building, 74 over 71, that temperature and dew point assembly. The barometer is falling. We do have a weak summertime style front settling in, and that's probably why it's nudging down. 70s all over the map this morning. Our front runner, Southport/Oak Island at the Cape Fear Regional Jetport, 77. Your radar scan free and clear of showers and storms. A lot of the ones we had yesterday either scooted on to the extent they tried to redevelop. Well, the atmosphere kind of turned over on itself, so they didn't have success. Where the storms are rocking and rolling right now is well offshore, say over the Gulf Stream. What a light show. Precipitation chances over the next 5 days, fairly even. I think most backyards will net additional shower and storm activity 2 or 3 out of the next 5 days. That's just how we do this time of year. And we're cruising on 80s octane as well as far as those temperatures. Hey, let's expand not only 5, but a 10-day forecast on your screen. We'll get Father's Day in there as well. Kim, back to you.